G'day trendsetters, I'm John with Gravel Cyclist. If you're looking for no bullshit reviews, you've come to the right place. In today's video, I've got a wheelset review for you by Astral Cycling of Eugene, Oregon. Now I can hear you asking, who is Astral Cycling? Well, Astral Cycling is a subsidiary company of Rolf Prima, also of Eugene, Oregon. If you've been around cycling a decent amount of time, you'll know that Rolf wheels feature paired spoke technology. Astral Cycling, their wheels feature traditional spokes, and inside this box is the Wanderlust wheel set. So enough claptrap, let's get this wheel set out of the box because it's not your regular Wanderlust wheel set. This wheel set, hand built in Eugene, Oregon. Here you go, you can see, make sure that's in focus. Valves, very handy for tubeless wheels. And the wheels themselves, carefully and individually wrapped. Nothing worse than receiving lovely wheels and they're all banged up to hell. So here's the rear wheel. And here's the front wheel. Let's get a closer look and talk about the tech specs of these wheels by Astral Cycling. The Wanderlust wheel set is available in 650B or 700C and aluminium or carbon rims. I've chosen the aluminium wheel set in 700C. There's a very special front hub on this wheel set, more on that in a moment. Astral also offers choices in decal colors for your wheels, or sticker colors if you prefer, and you can also get these wheels with different front and rear hubs. So this is a no-nonsense build. There are 28 PIM CX race spokes. These spokes are light and very strong, and the nipples are all external. I'm pretty sure they're brass. I'll overlay that if I've got that wrong. But as you can see, it's a pretty stout looking wheel set. The internal width of the wheel set is 22 millimeters, which some people might say, hey, that's kind of narrow by today's standards. But if you think back to recent times, not really. The rims are asymmetric, which means they're offset, and that will help balance out the spoke tension more evenly. When you consider the amount of gears on drivetrains nowadays, that's a good thing. And here is how the freewheel sounds. And it spins for a long time. At the heart of this wheel set is the beautiful White Industries made in Petaluma, California CLD hub. You can get different cassette bodies. This is for Shimano. They also make them for SRAM XDR and for Campagnolo, and they are titanium. The rotor interface is for center lock, and to be expected, you've got through axle for the 12mm standard. Hidden from view inside the hub are stainless steel enduro bearings. So this bodes well. It's a very high quality wheel set. Here's a front wheel which also features 28 spokes, but the hub is by SONDelux. It's a dynamo hub. That means it can create electricity, which I can use to power a light or recharge a device such as a Garmin, for example. Now, I haven't turned into a bike packer. I'm not a backpacker, but I am a slack packer. So what that means is I'm going to use this wheel set to ride some longer miles that will invariably take me into some nighttime hours, and there might be an overnight stay potentially, but if that happens, it's going to be pretty slim on the equipment. This is going to play into an adventure I have planned. Let's measure the rims. It's a bit difficult to see it from this angle, but the rims do indeed measure 22 millimeters, which is on spec. Let's measure the outside. Outside's also on spec at 25 millimeters, and rim depth is about 32 millimeters. Okay, let's weigh the wheels. Starting with the front wheel. And don't forget, these wheels are not going to be on spec per advertised because the front wheel features a dynamo hub. But the rear wheel comes in at 895 grams. And here is the front wheel onto the scale. That's interesting. It's heavier than the rear wheel. It is 1,016 grams. So that comes in at a total of 1,911 grams. Not light, but don't forget, you're generating a lot of power here. So that's the tech specs covered. How do the Astral Cycling Wanderlust wheel set with SONDelux Dynamo front hub, mount up tubeless tyres. This is by V Tyre Company, VEE Tyre Company. This is the Rocket Man. It's a pretty new tyre, and this little segment is likely going to feature in that tyres review, so watch this space. Anyway, let's get rolling here. I love it when a plan comes together. So that's the tyre mounting procedure covered. How do the Astral Cycling Wanderlust SONDelux Dynamo wheel set? Right. Weighing in at over 1900 grams, this is not a light wheel set. However, considering their stout nature and multi-use capabilities, this is to be expected. This wheel set can power a headlight, namely a Sinewave Cycles beacon light, in this case that can also charge devices. More on that light later in the video. The wheels are assembled from parts that are no nonsense and guarantee a long and trouble-free service life. Getting them up to speed won't set any records, but they do hold their speed very well and are perfect for a commuter, a gravel cyclist who likes to push the daylight hour limitations of their rides, or for somebody who enjoys bikepacking. If bikepacking is your thing, you may want to choose the Sun 28 hub that provides more power at lower riding speeds. See the link below to the Sun Dynamo Hub website. The rear White Industries hub is something I've been riding on personal wheels for years sans issues. The same can be said in this wheel set. Wanderlust rims weigh in at 450 grams each according to manufacturer's spec, which is a low weight considering the intent of this wheel set. However, despite my best attempts to knock the wheel set out of true, including a bike tracking trip of my own design with a total bike weight of 47 pounds, and the possibility this trip may have gone a weird bit off the rails, this wheel set is straight and true as the day they arrived. The Wanderlust rims accept a wide variety of tyres, in the case here the V-Rubber Rocket Man measuring 700C by 44mm. These wheels are not going to win any wind tunnel contests, but let's not kid ourselves here. By the time you install a tyre with a wide casing, you can pretty much kiss any aerodynamic advantages goodbye. These wheels don't suffer any negative effects from crosswinds and are stable in all conditions. Where they shine is comfort and versatility. These wheels can be paired to a compatible light system quite easily, so it's time to talk about that. And here you have the Sinewave Cycles beacon light, slung from my bike's handlebar by a K-Edge GoPro mount. There is an adapter available from Sinewave Cycles that makes this mount work with this light. That's right there, the piece right there. This entire unit is very secure and doesn't move once you've got everything bolted down. And this is how I ran my wiring from the Sinewave light. I wrapped the cable neatly around the front brake hydraulic housing with zip tied each end to keep it securely in place, and then I ran it down behind the fork leg, which I'll show you now. It isn't the prettiest solution, but the wire for the Sinewave light is hidden behind the fork leg, held in place by zip ties. The Sinewave wires go here. They connect to the front hub with these special connectors. Here's a photograph of what they look like, and there is shrink wrap in place. This shrink wrap connection is a little bit loose, so I need to put some super glue there or something like that to keep it hold in place, but it works perfectly. The beacon provides 200 lumens at 5 mile an hour, 500 lumens at 8 mile an hour, and 650 lumens at 10 mile an hour. The center port of the light allows you to run a USB cable, so you plug it in right there, and you can charge accessories, phones, Garmin's, whatever you're into. While I'm not using the headlight, the Sinewave Cycles headlight, I'm going to charge this Garmin Varia. I've got a second Garmin Varia here in the bag, which is charged up, ready to go. So I'll snap that on, and then I'll use the maximum charge function, as in no lighting, to charge this bugger up. Righto, so I've got the to charge Varia stuffed into one of the Kai Adventure feed bags. Then I run the cable into the Sinewave Cycles light. And this port on the light, you can run an external battery to power the light, assuming you've had to, say, use it to poke around the campsite or something like that, and there's a cable supplied. So that just plugs into the back right there, and the other end has a USB connector, so you can plug that into your battery, etc. It's difficult to find any negatives about these wheels. Sure, they aren't high zoom performance wheels, but we knew that going into this review. Priced at US $1,799, they aren't cheap, but the parts are of extremely high quality and the wheel set comes with a 5-year warranty. These wheels will not be for everybody, but for their versatility and reliability, they are difficult to beat. So there you have it, my review of the Astral Cycling Wanderlust wheel set with SONDelux Dynamo front hub. I realise nowadays there are so many wheel set options on the market for you to choose from for your gravel bike, so I hope that my review went some way into helping you make an informed purchase decision. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future product reviews, ride experience videos, and other madness as they are released to the channel. Tell your mates, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. This is the most difficult part of the video, putting the sunnies on. I'll see you in the next video.